Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Glennie, and today I want to share with you a small glimpse of what my day actually looks like. So today is actually a very busy and hectic day. It started off super early in the morning. I had to go get my passport renewed and the weather was not weathering. I personally am still having to deal with some PTSD from my car accident from years back that I just refuse to drive unless I really have to. So I jumped into the Uber and headed my way to the place to get my passport taken. It did take a little bit longer just because the weather wasn't so great, and I don't know, sometimes I think people just don't know how to drive in really bad weather, but we made it all in one piece. And luckily for me, in the same place that I get my passport renewed, there's also a place for me to also get my picture taken. So everything was all done in one shot. There was a small line, so I did wait a little bit, but it was very fast and quick and easy. And yeah, so after that I headed back home and started to catch up on some work. If you guys don't know by now, I also work full-time at a digital marketing agency based in Toronto while also doing my content creation full-time. Both things I truly love and enjoy, but I know that balancing has been always an issue for me. It's been so hard to balance everything that I have in my life, including my relationship, because we are so long distance, and so I have to keep in mind with the different time zones from work to where I live to where he lives. But I do make it happen. I do work my schedule around everything, and while also doing that, being mindful of making sure that my cup is also full. After handling some work on my plate, I headed over to Midori Ramen with my sister as they invited us to try out their menu since they were having a grand opening starting on December 7th. This location is the first in Alberta, and I believe most of their locations are held in Toronto. I do love how simple the menu was. There wasn't a lot of elaborated different options, and I also love that there's also vegetarian options, which can be hard to find in most Asian restaurants sometimes. My sister went for the truffle ramen and I went for the black garlic ramen. Both ramens were very creamy and rich with flavor. As I did try her truffle broth, it was delicious. So I wonder if I could order it and just maybe take out the meat. I don't know, maybe next time I'll try that. The one thing I didn't like was the limited parking space. The location is by a busy road, but it also shares a parking space with another business. So if you're looking to park right by the restaurant, I would recommend to go when it's not very busy, but I'm sure you can find parking somewhere else in the area, but you might just have to have a little short walk. I'll be honest with you though, being invited to events or being hosted at restaurants again definitely felt good. After taking my own personal social media hiatus and then coming back, I felt like I lost all confidence in myself and I didn't know where I fit in anymore. With all the changes to the algorithm and the new emergent content creators, I had a really bad case of imposter syndrome and simply just feeling like I wasn't good enough. I beated myself up for a long time. While I never regret taking that social media break, which was a long one, coming back and getting into the routine of things again wasn't easy. There were times I would start again and then give up. It was like an internal battle I had to constantly fight, while also trying to heal my inner childhood trauma of feeling like I wasn't enough. It took some time, but eventually my old self came back. So for anyone out there who might be feeling the same way or might be feeling like they're fighting with themselves on a day-to-day basis, all I can say is to never give up on yourself. It might take a while, but that spark and your confidence will come back. And while there are a lot of talented people out there, just remember there's only one you, and there's always room for everybody in this space. We headed home after lunch with some gifts from Midori, and I went back to work again. Later in the afternoon, we decided to grab some groceries since our mom did also ask us to grab her some stuff. I normally order groceries from Instacart because I'm often stuck doing work during the day and it's hard for me to take time away to go to the store, and I personally don't like going at night or on weekends. I'm telling you, it's the PTSD talking. I will say that it's always refreshing to go to the store and buy groceries in person, as sometimes Instacart is not always reliable or accurate with what is available. And there's always something new to add to my cart, which my wallet doesn't always agree with me. I was told I had to head over to my uncle's place to watch over my grandma. I gotta go to my uncle's house to watch over my grandma since my uncle is going to a work party or something like that, and she just cannot be left alone So it's my turn to be the one taking care of her, and she took care of me ever since I was a kid. My grandma is gonna be home alone because my aunt is still at work and my uncle had to go somewhere for a meeting. So I headed over to my uncle's place to keep my grandma company, which is usually super chill because we just sit and watch movies and then she falls asleep on the couch next to me. At night is usually where I handle most of my own work, such as editing content, drafting scripts, or planning out my upcoming content. So it was not a big deal to just go there, but I did end up staying super late because my uncle was stuck at his little meeting and my aunt didn't come home until almost a little bit after 12. But that concludes my day, a very hectic day, and I want to thank you all for joining me on this small little day in the life behind the scenes. If you like content such as this, please make sure to like and subscribe so that way you never miss another video from me. And let me know in the comments below what other things that you would like to see behind the scenes. I know most of my videos are about gaming or just like going out to events, but if there's anything that you would like me to cover or even talk further about, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!